A special thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video about the Bellagio Buffet. They're back for dinner, and it gets better and better.
Hey everyone, this is Tim. I hope you're doing well. Really glad to be back in Vegas and get to visit all these great places. Visited the Palms Casino, and that was pretty nice. It was nice to see the buffets coming back. They had the lobster buffet, but unfortunately it's only on Wednesdays, so maybe next time. And I'm here visiting all the other places, and it looks like things are improving and getting back to normal. And I'll definitely be keeping track of all the places to visit so I can share with you all. And again, really appreciate you sharing all the recommendations on and all the great places to go. I'm really grateful to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. As some of you might know, I've been using Squarespace to put together a website to share all your great recommendations and all the places that I've visited, so that when you're traveling, it might help as a resource for you all. Squarespace is certainly my go-to place to set up an online presence. I don't want the hassles and the complications with technology of putting together a website and getting it online, and Squarespace is a platform that does that for you. It's very simple. All I did was visit Squarespace and set up my trial account, and there I can answer a simple survey about what I want to do, maybe a little bit of travel, and let's choose blog, and of course start a community. And Squarespace will present you with many relevant professional templates to choose from. Here I'm choosing Fillmore because it suits my needs, and all I have to do is customize it. Instead of where to fish, it's where to eat. And the site is coming up pretty nicely, even with the busy schedule. And for those aspiring entrepreneurs or the professionals that are looking for more, from websites to online stores, from marketing tools to analytics, Squarespace is an all-in-one platform to build your beautiful online presence to run your business. And if you just want to connect, blog, or have a social media presence, Squarespace is the way to go because it gets you online quickly and easily. So give it a try. Visit Squarespace, start your free trial account, and there you can create your site. And when you're ready to go live, visit squarespace.com/TimLee to save 10% off the purchase of your first website or domain. And with that, I'm right here in the Bellagio, and I heard the buffet is coming back. No longer are they just having brunch, they're actually having dinner as well. So I can't wait to check it out. I hope you're hungry. I'm getting hungry. Come on, let's go have a nice meal together. Come on, let's go. So I'm just gonna check this out. I think they have the dinner buffet back, and I'm just gonna check the price and let's see how much it is. So we've got the buffet, the brunch. I think I've seen that, reviews on that, and then the dinner buffet is here. And so it is a weekend, so you do pay a bit of a premium, but I think I better stop talking and better get in line. So I like to come to a buffet when it's early. It starts at 5 and it is 5:18 and the lineup is insane. But I think it's moving along. So after a bit of a wait, I think our turn is up next. All right, so I got my ticket and I think we're ready to go. Hi June, how are you?
How are you, sir?
Oh, this looks amazing.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, so glad to be back.
Yes, we're gonna get you nice boots, okay?
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello, Diane, sir.
Oh, Diane?
Yes, it's you.
Hi. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Pretty amazing folks here. June, Diane were fantastic. And let me show you the table here. So nice to have this table here. And beautiful place. And it's so nice to see things kind of picking up. I think the Bellagio only had the brunch buffet before and they were just kind of ramping up. But now it looks like they are full-blown, back to normal. And I'm just looking at the buffet over there and it looks pretty amazing. But let me show you the dining room first. Again, this is early and they're still letting people in through the line. And if you peek over that way, you can see all the good food. So before we get started, it's like 100 degrees outside. I'm getting thirsty. And I talked to Lloyd and hopefully our drink is coming soon. And oh, I see Lloyd coming.
Right, that's your
Oh,
glass of wine, okay? I'll give you a little water too.
Lloyd, thank you so much. You're very kind. Fantastic folks here, and you really feel the atmosphere. Great folks like Diane and June, and Lloyd is pretty fantastic. And since we have a glass of wine here, we can't let it stand for too long. Let's have a sip. Cheers to you. Oh, very smooth, very refreshing, and a nice tall pour. So I think this is with the white wine. I think there's going to be lots of seafood, but I think there's going to be a lot of meats as well. So I think there's only one way to find out. Shall we start with the buffet? Come on, let's go. And I was right. We can see the great carvery, the meats, the roast station there. But from experience, I remember getting the meats too early. It tends to get cold because I tend to get a few plates here, but it looks superb here. We've got something called the butcher block here. Lots of plates of little somethings and a nice grill station. Gyros. So that's to the right, and to the left, dessert. Things just look better and better. It just continues on and on. Italian stations there. Some Asian food. And I see the hardworking folks with the noodle station. And we're seeing the seafood here. Oysters and raw oysters. So lots of seafood here. And I think because they're just starting up, I think they're going to slowly introduce the crab legs and maybe lobsters. But not here today, but that's okay. There's so much to choose from. So I guess to start off with, let's go through the cold station and look at this. So we're seeing some hand rolls here. Let's see what they have. Hey Eddie, how are you? Oh, this looks superb. And you're making hand rolls?
Yeah, hand roll.
Oh, what do you suggest?
We get crab, salmon, and tuna.
Can I get a little bit of the salmon and tuna?
Sure.
And that's just the beginning, because moving on, we have a sea of little dishes of seafood. But before that, we've got some salads here to keep you nice and healthy. And then lots of little dishes here. We've got the edamame, the kimchi, and oh, these are shishito peppers. Really tasty. Let's go for one of these. But now we get to the good stuff. Oh my goodness, there's so many. Wow. All right, so this is a little bit of tuna poke. And this is really cool because every time I take one away, another one gets replenished. We have octopus salad. Let's go for one of these. I think these are little potatoes as well. And it continues to grow and grow. Oh, and I can't say no to the salmon. So you got the little salmon and then the bigger salmon. I think we're just going to go for the little one so that we have a variety. And then the quintessential sushi, the boatload of hand rolls. So moving on from the sushi station, let's take a look at the seafood. So we've got some nice shrimp, some lovely mussels, nice and chilled. But I think this is much better. We have a Deli seafood salad, and this is certainly a salad that I can go for with the shrimp and scallops. Look at that. Oh, baby scallops, lots of shrimp. And a cousin to that salad is a shrimp and squid salad. Oh, and look at these. These are massive. So shrimp number one, and we need shrimp number two for the pair. Okay, and then now we have some oysters, really fresh. And it's company and a little bit of vinaigrette. All right, so as good as the seafood is, the hot food looks superb. I think I'm gonna start with this first. Ooh, let's see what they have here. Oh, sorry to steam me up there, but who can say no to some clam chowder? More seafood in soup form. And moving along, we have, I wonder what this is. So round one was not bad. Let me show you all this food here. We've got a confetti of sashimi and then the soups. I can't wait to give that a try. I think that's clam chowder. This, I need to figure out what it is. And a plate full of seafood with the oysters and huge shrimp over here and mussels. So I can't wait to try that roll from Eddie. All right in the middle. Oh, little casualty there. Cheers to you. First time back at the Bellagio. Hopefully this is going to be good. Cheers. And it is full of filling, a little bit of rice that serves as a nice balance, and lots of salmon and tuna. Very nice. I think we're going to give the salmon and the tuna a try. Grab the chopstick. All right. Tuna first. Looks really good. Okay. Nice and fresh and really flavorful. A little bit of soy, a little bit of sesame oil, really aromatic. Let's go for a little bit of scallions as well. Very nice. Trying the salmon. All right, so looking really good as well. Oh, so luscious and sweet, and a little bit of a creamy texture. Oh, smooth and luscious, and the sweetness of the salmon, really good. But I think the oysters are getting warm, so let's dig in. All right, these are nice and fresh. You can taste the difference. Very sweet, and the smaller the oysters they are, the more sweet they are. Second one, just as good as the first. And I can't wait to figure out what that soup is. But first, let's try the clam chowder. Wonderfully creamy. Very nice. A little bit of smoky bacon. Some clams, and the potatoes are nice and soft. Very nice. And I can't wait to figure out whether that's a Manhattan clam chowder or a tomato bisque. But I think we can find out. See a little bit here. Tomato bisque in the most wonderful way. Rich and tart. And the basil leaves give it a nice little peppery kick. Very good. But we've got so much shrimp here. I'm going to give that a try. So we've got a couple of peeled shrimp with a little bit of tartar sauce. I think this is the shrimp and scallop salad. Very nice and refreshing. I think scallops are my favorite. Really nice sweetness to it, succulent. Very nice.
Very good.
Lodge, this is wonderful.
Good.
Oh, fantastic.
Good.
So we've got quite a bit of seafood in this plate. And we've got the clam chowder. So I think we might want to make that clam chowder into a seafood chowder. So a little bit of shrimp in the chowder, some scallops, squid, some more shrimp. I should have taken more of the shrimp salad rather than the peel and eat shrimp, but that looks pretty good. All right, look at that. That makes the clam chowder even better. So really good first round, and really good atmosphere here. So I'm just gonna continue finishing up round one, and then we'll go for round two and round three. You know the drill. More hot food and more roasts as well. So I'll take you back. Cheers to you. Very nice. So finishing round one was an easy job. Everything was pretty tasty. That ginormous shrimp is so meaty and succulent. Definitely make sure when you seek out the shrimp, don't go for the little ones. Go for the large cocktail prawns. Really good. And the octopus, usually not my favorite, but so soft and tender. Really nice. So I think we're going to head over to round two. Let's see what they have. All right, it's certainly getting lively and busy in the most wonderful way. All right, I see a lot of people going for dessert already, and it looks fantastic, so definitely need to save room for that. But I think we're going to continue on where we left off, to the hot food. So this is looking pretty good. It gets better. We have crab cakes, and they're hot. A stew of mussels and clams, and oh my goodness, Oysters Rockefeller. Go for one of these. And it needs some company. Rockefeller number 2. Oh my goodness. This looks really good. Look at this massive piece of succulent sea bass. Oh, it just flakes off. There we go. And a little bit of sauce. And wonderful seared salmon. It looks so succulent here. What is this for?
Butter.
And butter is good with everything. Let's grab a piece of salmon here. So we have the butter, might as well make use of it. A little bit on the Oysters Rockefeller. And a little bit on the salmon. So this is just like a repeat of the earlier plate, only that was cold. This is hot. You know what? I don't think I can say no to a nice bowl of noodles. And this is a Ramen Station. Hey Julio, the Ramen Station looks fantastic.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, can I get a bowl?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Like noodles?
Yeah, noodles.
What else? What can I get?
Maybe a little bit of pork, ramen egg. That looks really good.
You're welcome. Oh, you want cereal on the top?
Oh, thank you so much. Wow, that's hot. And I'm not sure if you can see all that Oyster Rockefeller at the back. Really good folks working hard. Okay, so the bowl remains hot, but let me show you. I just couldn't go through more stations. A hot bowl of ramen, I think that takes priority. But let me show you all this here. Along with the ramen, we've got the crab cake and all this wonderful seafood. As good as the cold seafood dishes were, these should be even better. I think we're gonna have to dig into the ramen first. Okay. All right, so let's check out the egg. Okay, all right. So not a ramen egg, a hard-boiled egg, but that's okay. Let's see. Try a little bit of the noodles. That's okay. Broth is nice. Noodles are a little bit clumpy. So let's try a little bit of that pork with that wonderful fat. And a little bit of noodles with the broth. Much better. A perfect bite with a nice fatty pork. But I think, speaking of fatty, we need to try that cheesy goodness on the Oyster Rockefeller. I'm actually enjoying the chopsticks. Makes things a little bit easier. Oh, right. I think I put some butter in here as well. In there. All right. All right. That's a winner. And a bit messy. That oyster is nice and succulent, and the crunchy, crispy coating on top makes it even better. I drenched it with a bit of butter, but even then, it's nice and crisp, and a little bit of spinach to lighten the heaviness of the oysters. Let's give this a try again. Can't go wrong with bacon and oysters and cheese. Very nice. But that crab cake, quite curious to see how it tastes. And I think this is a knife and fork situation. Nice and crispy. Oh. Look at this. All right, looks pretty good. Full of crab meat, not too much filler. Mm. Wow. It's getting better and better. Oyster Rockefeller were good. Crab cakes are even better. Let's see how the sea bass fares next. But to be honest, just by picking it up at the station, I can tell it's cooked to perfection. Barely holding together, just flaky and moist. Oh. It's buttery, soft, and luscious. It's like a cloud in fish form. Definitely go for the sea bass. Oh. That is a highlight of the buffet in itself. So hard to cook all that fish to perfection, and it was perfection. Really nice. So I think the salmon is just going to be as good. So I'm going to finish this off, and there's still so many more stations to go. Round 3 coming up. That's kind of like running a marathon, but eating wise. That salmon, I was not mistaken. Just as succulent and nicely seared, really tasty. Every station just keeps getting better and better. Let's check out what else is next. I see someone doing the same thing. Lots more people, and not surprisingly, it is very good. Let's see. Oh, we've got a plate. So continuing on, I don't think we hit a third of the buffet yet, but already 2 plates. Okay, so the ramen station and the mashed potatoes is getting refilled, and that's just as well. I don't want to fill up too much. We've got some veggies, oh, and cauliflower gratin, and let's go for a little bit of the burnt bits. And a little bit of cream. So I must say the veggies do look very good. The carrots and the broccolini. Oh, I can't resist. A little bit of broccolini. There we go. You know, usually I don't go for the fried rice, but that darn Uncle Roger thing. So just a little bit. This is Kung Pao chicken, beef and broccoli. And oh, this looks really nice. Sweet and spicy noodle. They almost look like a pancit. Let's give that a little bit of a try. We're next to the rice. And then the dim sum looks really good. So this is a pork dumpling. Oh, and it is steamed to perfection. Very tender. I'm going to try to grab 2. That's only 1. And then the second one is on its way. A little bit of mishap. Some barbecue pork buns, a bok choy, I think, and then everyone's favorite, the spring roll. I think spring rolls are like pants; they always have to be plural. So spring rolls. There we go. I wonder what's under here. Nothing to look at over there. Now I think we're entering into the Italian area. And how can one say no to meatballs? Again, they're like pants. It's always plural. Grab 2 of these. I think these are garlic knots. Some shrimp, scampi, pasta. Let's see. Some more pasta here. I think we'll try to make the Italian flag. A little bit of red. A little bit of green tortellini. And a little bit of white. Chicken Alfredo. Kind of like the flag, but a little bit mixed up. Wonderful cheeses and salamis. So I think this is mortadella, nice and fatty, and something even more fatty. Let's go for 2 of these. Oh, and I think those are the garlic knots being handled fresh. We have a little bit of smoked salmon. That's always good. And these are hefty. And a little bit of sauce. Oh my goodness, it never ends. More pizza. Oh, artichoke, pepperoni, And this is pizza bianco, but I think we need to go for a slice of pepperoni. So I think I'm starting to see the theme here. They're all international station. Each area has a different cuisine of a country. So here is a Latin American station. Oh, hey Angel. Wow, this looks amazing. Beautiful grill. This is al pastor. Can I get a plate? Taco al pastor, and yeah, let's say a little bit of beef.
Okay. A little bit beef and al pastor.
Oh, thank you.
You like the grilled onions?
The grilled onions look fantastic. Let's get a little bit.
Don't forget the sauce, okay?
All right.
Yep.
Thank you.
Have a great night, okay?
All right, thanks. And as Angel says, we can't forget the sauce. A little bit of salsa.
How many tacos you like?
Here, some raw onions. And finally, some limes, some elote. It looks really good. So this round is getting a little bit more serious. I could not resist the elote, but I think might have overdid it a little bit. But that looks pretty good. Definitely need to try the tacos al pastor. I think what we'll do, I think that the tortilla was so thin. I think they need to double this up. Oh, this is messy. All right. Let's give this a try. Mm. Very nice and comforting. And again, the sign of a good taco is your hand dripping with all that wonderful meat juices and fat. Mm. Very nice. The second thing that cannot wait is a pizza. Check out the undercarriage. Not bad. Mm. Very nice. Pepperoni is nice and crisp. Nice and cheesy topping. And really nice crust. Very, very good. And I think I have to try a little bit of the spring rolls while they're still crispy. Mm, very nice. So again, I'll finish this round as quickly as possible and go for the, I think they still have the carvery. That I need to make sure it's nice and hot. So we'll take it back. That international round was a killer. A lot of food. Getting pretty full. I probably should have gone for the meats first. But really delicious. The salmon on that little crisp piece of cracker, nice and thin with lots of salmon. Nothing wrong with that. Elote were delicious. And that meatball was fantastic. And that sauce was nice and sweet, and meatball was tender, but a bit cold. But that was my doing. I think we're gonna fight the good fight and go for one or two more stations more. So let's take a look. Very good. So finally, we're at the carvery. We've got the mac and cheese. And wow, look at this. Some lamb T-bone. And a nice piece of fat there. So next to the lamb, we've got some asparagus. And oh my goodness, quail. All right. So, oh, a little chicken. So I don't have too much room here. So I think the quail and the lamb will have to share a pot. And then we have some au jus and some barbecue sauce. And where you see au jus and barbecue sauce, I think there's prime rib and barbecue ribs. Look at all these meats here. Ginormous meats. Hi. Oh, can I get a fatty cut of prime rib? Oh, wow. That is not small. Thank you. Oh, and then maybe a little bit of a rib. Yeah.
Yeah, beef and pork.
Oh, how about one of each? Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. So they are certainly generous here. So back at the au jus, a little bit of this on top of the prime rib. So I don't think I can carry on. There were other food stations here, but I just needed to kind of dive in here because, you know, with experience, I think I've gained a little bit of wisdom of not eating more than I can handle, or not taking too much more than I can handle. And as you can see, there's really nice foods there, some mashed potatoes. And I must commend the Bellagio for the proper way of organizing a buffet. They put the salad station last so that when you're full, the only station you're missing out is a salad station. So good job there. And I think I'm going to dig into that beef rib here. Oh my goodness, look at this. But you know what? I think I've changed my mind because that prime rib looks so juicy and fatty and delicious. I think I'm going to dig into this near the cap part first. That's not bad. Very tender. A little bit of horseradish, cream horseradish. Oh. Very good. Very juicy, very succulent, mainly because it was cooked pretty well. Nice and moist and juicy. That quail is in an awkward position. I think we need to take it out of its misery. It's okay. It's like a little chicken. But underneath there is that T-bone of lamb with a nice fat cap. Can't wait to give that a try. Oh, very tender. A little bit of mint sauce and cooked perfectly well with a nice bit of fat. Oh, very good. And I'm going to push on through. This is going to be a challenge. A lot of protein, but pretty delicious. Not sure if I can finish that rib bone, but we'll give it a try. Man, that plate of roasted meat took forever, probably like half an hour to finish up the meats. I couldn't finish that rib bone, unfortunately, but the pork rib was delicious. But I think we visited all the stations here, and there's one important station left, and that is the dessert station. And that gives the inspiration for a second win. A crepe station. So crepes are really nice, but just a little too full for that. We have some nice pastries. All right, some Danish and donuts. That's a Homer Simpson inspired one. And nothing wrong with a chocolate donut. But the only thing better than a chocolate donut is a strawberry panna cotta. Pop it over the plate. And there's more. There's wonderful little jars of goodness. Let's see, espresso pot de creme. Let's see, we've got some raspberry mousse. Orange cream panna cotta. I think we're going to skip that. But we've got some chocolate molten cake. Really nice. All right, let's go for one of these. Right next to the jars. We've got some macarons with a pistachio. And to keep it company, a raspberry. We've got some carrot cake. The creme brulee looks really good, but normally I would go for that. Just a little bit too full, but not too full for a key lime pie part. More cupcakes. Okay, and then rounding the corner, some cheesecake. Better yet, Oreo cheesecake. And oh my goodness. We'll definitely need to go for the tiramisu. And I think we're running into a little bit of trouble with plate room. Hi there, how are you? Oh, the ice cream looks so good. Can I do what the lady did in front of me? A little scoop of a few? Let's try the lemon sorbet. And how about the salted caramel? And then maybe a little bit of birthday cake and vanilla. Okay. All right, the birthday cake and the vanilla. Oh, actually, you know what? How about some strawberry as well? That looks really good. Oh, thank you so much. All right, and then we'll maybe put it right over there. Knock off the macaron. Thank you so much. So I think I might have overdid it again at the end with the ice cream. So a lot of good stuff with the macaroons and the 3 pots of custard, the molten cake, the key lime tart, and then this confetti of ice cream with the tiramisu. We gotta go for the ice cream first. The confetti of ice cream, but I do like the strawberry, especially during the summertime. Very good. Can't go wrong with ice cream. But you know what? I think I'm gonna mix the ice cream with that molten cake. But we're gonna try the molten cake first. Okay. So a fudgy cake. So let's give that a try. Kind of molten-y fudgy on the inside. So it's not bad. You don't get that lava flow, but it is nice and fudgy. Very nice. And to make it even better, a little bit of ice cream. Perfect match. That warm fudgy goodness with a nice, rich, creamy, cold ice cream. Oh, I think we need to give that panna cotta a try. All right. Okay, it looks really nice. Let's see how it tastes. Oh, like a little cloud. Cheers. Oh. Normal saying. Rich and creamy, not too sweet. Very nice. But my favorite, the tiramisu. So this looks interesting. It looks a little bready on the bottom, but let's give it a try. Nice and creamy on top. All right. Wow. All right. It may look bready at the bottom, a little bit of mishap, but that is so tender and moist and really delicious. Rich, luscious mascarpone with a deep espresso flavor, and instead of ladyfingers, they got cake soaked in syrup. Very nice. Oh, very rich, and thank goodness Lloyd is here with a coffee. Cheers. Oh, much needed. So this is the Bellagio Buffet, and it looks like it's back better than ever. They still could use a little bit more seafood, but hopefully time will take its course and everything gets replenished. Thank you so much for joining. Really nice atmosphere here. It really feels like things are picking up, and really, really busy dining room here. And again, thank you so much for joining. And a special thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Whether you just want to connect, blog, or have a social media presence, Squarespace is definitely the go-to choice because it gets you up and running quickly and easily. And after this, I think I'm going to be up in my hotel room trying to finish the site. Lots of comments, lots of recommendations from you all. So please keep them coming. They're really appreciative. And hopefully we'll get to share this wonderful resources together. And if you want to give Squarespace a try, visit Squarespace online, create your trial account, and there you can create your website. And when you're ready to go live, visit squarespace.com/TimLee to get 10% off the purchase of your first website or your domain. And with that, again, thank you so much for all your support and for all your company. Until we see each other again, I hope you're keeping well. I hope you're eating well. God bless, and take care to you all. Cheers. Oh, very good.